What's up, YouTube and Kliqpod Nation? Thank you as always for joining me. It's your boy JG back with another Madden 19 video. Tried to record this video a little earlier, listen to it on playback. The audio sounded horrible, so hopefully it's a lot better this time. But with that being said, I got a couple special shout outs. My first one is Pickled Bullet. He's also an aspiring Madden YouTuber, so please go check him out. Show him some love, guys. Also, Domo, thank you for the comments. Thank you for starting the dialogue. Truly appreciate it. I do want to read one of his comments out loud and go ahead and respond. So he asked, Domo's comment. I pulled in 88 Harrison Smith and Zach Martin. Harrison is only going for about 111K. Do you think that will go up? Or should I sell now? Appreciate the video too. Hey, we appreciate you watching the video. So huge shout out to Domo, and I want to reply to that. So I already replied in the comments, but I want to be a little more specific with my response. I would hold on to it for at least the first 2 to 3 weeks. Keep in mind, everybody doesn't have the game until at least August 10th. Because, we have people who can't afford to, who just don't want to pre-order. Or maybe they have to wait till that day till they get their check to, buy it then. So they're going to have the game at that point. Right now, you're only seeing the cost from the people who got the game early. As soon as we get everybody else on, that's when the market value will really go up. The reason why is everybody will be wanting to get that card. Not only that, if you pulled that Harrison Smith core or that Harrison Smith Elite core, they're going to need that to upgrade that Harrison upgradable card. So they're going to need that in the future to upgrade that. So that's only going to keep the value of that card very high. Some examples with last year's, go back and look at the cost of Richard Sherman throughout the year. He stayed very high because people needed him to power up their cards. The cost of there was one. Oh, the Derek Carr, man. That one was pretty pricey. Oh, the Tom Brady. That one was pricey. Von Miller's, Chris Harrison. And those ones didn't start to lose value, I would say, until at least, probably looking at the beginning of November. But, they really didn't decrease that much because people still needed them to progress other cards. So I'd say keep on to that for now. Don't even look into selling that until about that first or second weekend after the launch. And if so, maybe even the third weekend. Just keep an eye on it throughout the week. And who knows, maybe you'll be one of the rare ones who only have that card. So when it does go on value and you see some other ones, you can log back in during the weekday, see there none or maybe one up for sale for an expensive amount. Play your card cost something relative to that, but it makes that person still feel like they're getting the value compared to what else they're seeing, and then really make big bang. So this is a perfect opportunity with you getting that pool to really set yourself up positively going forward. So you could do so much. So yeah, just keep on to that now. Sell it a little later when the market gets hot. Now, I want to do all future videos like that. So if you guys have comments, things of that nature, I definitely want to get those out and heard and give you guys a shout out for tuning in and watching because we really appreciate that. And I know, being a fan myself of some other YouTubers, when I hear them shout out my name, I know it gets me pretty stoked and excited. But not only that, I want to use these things. I want to use the comment section to start taking polls, gatherings on what we want to do in the future on the Xbox One system. Because I want to make a pure budget squad, which I think I talked about in my next video that you guys will actually see after this one. I talk about how I want to do the budget squad. It's just specifically on your guys' comments for players of that and things of that nature. So I'm pretty excited, man. The opportunities are endless. But with that being said, let's not waste any more time. And let's go ahead and hop into these Madden 19 updates. So the good thing I want to say right off the bat is thank God they're getting this fixed before the rest of us get our copies. And they're just using these early releases plus the beta testing to update things we were worried about previously. Key highlights. Authenticity. Looks like they updated various stadium exteriors, player likeness, bodies, rosters, and coaches, so that's always a good thing. Real player motion. Improved pre-play quarterback signature, players' acceleration rates, and AI-controlled carriers usage of the one-cut mechanic. Tuned rookie generation to a better match. Oh, tune rookie generation to better match the base roster and skill points progression for better league balance. That's good. I mean, that'll only help for franchise mode. Commentary. Added additional commentary for franchises, MUT solos, challenges, and more specifics for the legends and rookies. Thank God. And it looks like the soundtrack was updated. The YG Big Bang track updated. They updated the Big Sean part where he doesn't say Colin Kaepernick, where they removed Colin Kaepernick. Now it says Colin Kaepernick. Looks like changelog, general stability and quality improvements. That's always a plus. We're never going to complain there. Taking just a quick generalization over the franchise updates. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look into these because I am a franchise dude, and you guys will be seeing a couple different franchise ideas on the channel this year. So, tune generated rookies to now have traits that are similar to base rosters. Tune the frequency of high overall rookies generated in the draft. So, they must have tuned it up so there's more of them. Increase regression for some positions to maintain a more realistic league turnover rate. That's absolutely awesome. There's nothing worse than you get regressions in the game for bullshit. Increased XP cost skills, points for younger players, and reduced XP costs for higher overall players. Love that idea. It should be harder for the younger guys to get better. Tuned XP earned from training awards and goals to increase XP gain for rising stars. Like it. Reduce frequency of injuries. That's probably like my hugest complaint from franchise of last year, other than when the computer decides it just wants to be unstoppable. But you'll see that through gameplay. But the injury thing was really a bug. I get a lot of franchise ideas, so I like to start a lot of new ones over, which we won't do this year. We'll probably just focus on 3 or 4 and run them throughout the whole entire year. Or unless you guys want to see a change or a different idea. But injuries is always my biggest thing because you get that game one and then you get stars like done for 8-9 weeks. And you're like, dude, you're the only reason I started this franchise. Like, couldn't you have waited till I was a little further in, like game 4 or 5? So that way I'm kind of like, yo, let's roll. He's fine. Like, because sometimes it just takes one player to keep you going with it and get you super excited to start that franchise. I know last year for me it was Reuben Foster. Like I love the idea of being him at middle linebacker. Reduce simulated score results during the preseason for better realism. I like that a lot. They shouldn't look similar to the regular season scores. They should look like preseason. Like we're seeing a worse demographic of player playing like it is the second, third, fourth stringers. Tune gameplay, snap logic to reduce shots of idle players and empty spaces. I like that. That'll just make it keep you more engulfed in the game. It'll just add to the realism. Visual updates. Resolved a bug where the camera POV would exit the stadium. Honestly, I would crack my ass up or laugh my ass off unless that happened during a MUT game. Then I would lose my mind. Updated various stadium exteriors, player likenesses, bodies, rosters, and coaches. Updated faces likenesses for the following players: San Fran quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen, Arizona Cardinals quarterback Josh Rosen, Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, New York Jets quarterback Sam Darnold, New York Giants running back Saquon Barkley, Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill, Philadelphia Eagles kicker Jake Elliott, New Orleans Saints linebacker Alex Anzalone, shout out Florida Gator, and Baltimore Ravens tight end Hayden Hurst. Gameplay updated, and this is what's really important to us guys, especially before we start going off in whatever route you're going to go, whether it be franchise, your solo grinders, you're going to get all that out the way first, or you're like me, you're going to do some solo, but you're also going to make sure you get that gameplay in. That online, head-to-head. Gameplay updates. Tuned accelerated rate so players can hit their top speed faster. I really like that. In the beta, it felt like it took forever for them to get up to that top speed, and by the time they were about to hit top speed, somebody would have already caught you from the back. Fixed an issue with the QB pre-play audio when using hot route to bluff on running plays. To be honest, until they just fix the hot route audible for the run plays period, where you want to switch sides, and when you do switch sides, it happens to literally tell your opponent which side you're running to. I know you could do all the crazy stuff, but that's just kind of a waste. Just fix it so it's not so deliberate. Fixed pass interface penalties not being called when a defender would use the cut stick mechanic versus a receiver while running his route. This applies to all game styles and levels. That's good, especially for you MUT players out there. Other MUT players tend to try to find whatever advantage works best for them. So I remember in 18, dudes would literally stop right in front of you and would stop your route running. So hopefully that's what that's talking about right there. But it sounds more specifically like if they use the cut stick mechanic while covering. Added ability to view team TD celebrations when playing online. That's always a good thing, right, guys? Added coverage logic to better defend passes to the flats. Thank you, Jesus, because we know a lot of guys out there like to run pass to the flats, and sometimes it feels unstoppable when you're calling the exact play to stop it. Fixed an issue causing AI ball carriers to repeatedly use the one cut mechanic during the same play. It's good. Sounding like they stopped all the nonsense, man. Stop the computer from just being able to spam one move. Fixed an issue to make the audible on the fly interface updated dynamically. Fixed an issue that was preventing users from loading into game with their selected playbooks when not using an active profile. I don't know. I always use an active profile, so that one's kind of awkward to me because I'm like, who's not using their own profile? Fixed cases of players giving up on play after failed attempt at a fumble. Thank God, man. Yeah, thank God they fixed that, because if I see my dude dive for a ball and just lay there for hours, I would. I haven't broken a system since I broke my PS2 back way in the day. So yeah. Fixed an issue that was preventing users from loading. Oh nope, got that. Fixed fumble tosses on the following plays: I formation, pro, fullback, fake halfback flip, gun trips, tight end speed option, and I formation, pro, halfback toss. Thank God. Tuned to decrease the frequency of the defensive wins and double team blocks on zone plays. I like that. Fixed a missed handoff on the Wildcats trips over jet sweep, the jet sweep play in the Wildcat formation. Fixed an issue with the pre-play passing blockman adjustment interface that caused players to get stuck in the menu. Fixed for blockers on kick returns, sometimes forming an illegal wedge. Per the new NFL kickoff rule, that's crazy. I was wondering if that would be in there instantly. Fixed an issue causing players to repeatedly knock the ball out during fumble recoveries. Dude, that one would have been kind of hilarious. I wish I was streaming videos already, because I bet you get some crazy gifts off that. Fixed an issue where the camera pointed in the wrong direction during the extra points and field goals. Yeah, we don't even need to talk about that. That's a TV breaker. Fix the issue that causes the receiver to go on pass block assignments when running curl routes after being sent into motion. That's a huge fix. Fixed for defensive linemen consistently shifting back and forth when using defensive lineman adjustments in pre-play. No, I only like to do that on my own. Fixed for receivers and or defenders warping out of catch interactions. Yeah, that would. It sounds like they fixed a lot of annoying ass shit. Fixed for receivers running backwards after catching wide receiver passes. I'm a huge wide receiver guy, so thank God. Tuned to increase the speed of quarterback pre-play animations. Yes, that shit was frustrating in the beta. Felt like it was taking all day to get normal shit done. Added functions for one free pre-play adjustment when breaking the huddle. The quarterback will not use the animation if the adjustment is called right after breaking the huddle. Honestly, I think that was on 18 too, man, because I know on 18 in MUT, I would actually call it coming right out of the huddle, so hopefully the person I'm playing wasn't paying attention to the audible coming out. So yeah, it looks like they got a lot of good stuff taken care of, and this is only positive for us guys. I mean, for us to have to wait till the 7th or the 10th or whenever you're going to get Madden, just know that this stuff will be fixed going in, so it'll only run smoother and better, which is the only things we want to hear. But as always, guys, thank you for tuning in to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, please give us a like, a subscribe, and give me your thoughts. Leave comments. If you want to be shouted out in the next video, just go ahead and leave a comment. Other than that, I want to thank you.